just about settled in for some football here at Houston's NRG Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Here's Carter on the return. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So that'll have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a fourth-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here's the fake, Cousins to throw. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That one complete to Pitts. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. The tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Get some space around midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion. but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on it out. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success. That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, 7 to go. Stroud off of play action. Right side cut by Higgins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Stroud again. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Houston. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
15 more yards. That's another Texans first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. They certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Carter on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Try and run here with Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Cousins on first down. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
19 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Dumps it off to Robinson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd and goal, it's Cousins. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Falcons break the tie here in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, well, they better regroup.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Texans 7.
to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the gun, Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, it's awesome with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Stroud throwing here on first. Hits him on the out route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. On play action, here's Stroud. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
a dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons, running back John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying with Robinson. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They sneak it with Cousins. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Marks on the handoff. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun, Marks gets it. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. It's a gain of 3 for them. That brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action now for Cousins. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. They give here to the motion man. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Falcons 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Falcons.
Cousins now off the play fake. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now lead by 10. Drake London with a touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11.
Texans 10.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Texans sending their offense and Woody Marks out there. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. This might be a free play for him. Caught quickly on the slant. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 1st down.
A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 1st and 10 from the 43. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Looking underneath for Marks. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. The Falcons, and running back John Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here are they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Tight end going in motion here. Now Cousins on 3rd and short. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They've got first down here from the 36. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Now Cousins again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Back to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. Good work so far. He's got room. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Well, right side, hauled in by Collins. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw by Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Christian
Kirk, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
Man, these guys are sideline mavens. They always seem to know exactly where that boundary is without looking. He's not quite at that level yet. Lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Hits him on the out route. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Carter on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. There's the fake, Cousins to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. Has a lane inside the 35. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lead by 14. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons lead by 15 now.
Texans 13.
kick it away. Here's Pinion. Noel to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Marks headed right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, Marks. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Stroud on the sneak. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
New set of downs from 37. First down, it's a run with Marks. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. To the air, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. And up the middle, it's Marks. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. One of the tight ends motioning left. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He's still going at the 30. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Cut by Collins on the slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
That's your man, that's your man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans get it back to within 1 score.
Falcons 28, Texans 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he dodged the tackle. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Motioning him from the slot right. He'll give here to the motion man. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Aziz Al-Shire on the tackle. The gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play made by E.J. Speed.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd down, they need 7. Third and long, they're gonna throw. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 25. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
Gonzalez now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons lead by 15 now.
35, Texans 20.
career's more at stake when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. I can butcher you to beat
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. He'll try and run this.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Marks. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Third down, 1 yard to go. Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Now Marks. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Stroud. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. This is Marks. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running this with Marks. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
The Falcons go a nickel, 3rd down. strong for him here. Looking for an open pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Design quarterback run here. And they're not going to get an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Stroud. Finds his back, Marks. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 7 yards on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down from the 42. Stroud off the play fake. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get 40 on the big hitter. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's Marks on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Stroud made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Air it out on 3rd. Drops back. Needs an open man.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Robinson. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Falcons first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Final timeout called by the Texans. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Falcons in very good shape, up by 15. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. Another carry for Robinson. And this is going to be shy at first, but not by much. It's 4th and short. They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed to his running back. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
First down, Stroud. That's him on the quick hitter. He reaches the sideline, clock stops, but the defense holds him to a gain of maybe 6 or 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud again. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one gains 7. And it'll be a first down, Texans. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.